All right, guys, welcome. It's Thursday, the 25th. I'm not going to lie that I've been this week. I have no idea what day it is. I'm like super confused. All the days have blended together at this point. But welcome to our third mentorship call for the June Futuristas. Susie is here, and we're going to hit the ground running because, everyone is busy, has stuff to do. So like always, we're going to recap the lessons of the week. We're going to share our thoughts, and then we'll open the floor to you guys for questions, concerns, so that we guys, we could keep pushing this machine forward because you guys are rocking it. So today we started the week with a double whammy because it was Emerald. The post was about advancing to Emerald. And also on Monday, I did what is it called? Sorry, Emerald in 24 hours.
24 hours.
Sorry, because there's the Decide to Rise and there's so many different names. But Emerald in 24 hours call on Monday I teamed up with Melissa Galame and with Nicole Dobransky. And we shared that call with you. It was about 45 minutes. If you haven't watched it, I think you should definitely take the time to tune into that over the weekend because it's really important. Emerald is the first rank. It's a stake in the ground. It's a decision that you're gonna, make a run for this business and that you are starting to grow your team. So there are in the call and in the post, there's a lot of specifics on why it's important. You unlock the earning potential of the business as well. So Kathy advanced last week. She decided and she did it in 1 week. So cheers to Kathy. And we have Maggie is one coach away. So there's movement happening, guys. We just need to keep pushing it forward. So again, please, you are a CEO, which was actually day 3, but I think I'm just going to mix it in with the Emerald. Knowing the details of the business and deciding that you're going to push it forward is a CEO mindset. This is not an employee-employer relationship that we have in this organization. We are your mentors. We are your friends. We are your sponsors. We are here to guide you, but we're not here to tell you what the next step is for you. You need to know that based on the goals that we discussed last week, that you want to keep progressing forward. So you, as the CEO of your business, have to decide by this day, I need to make this happen. I want to earn X amount, and here's how much work I am willing to put in to get there. That is having a CEO mindset. If you don't understand something, you don't wait for us to explain it to you. You go to Google, you go to the FAQs, you go to YouTube, and you figure it out. If you still don't understand, then you come and ask one of us. Of course, we are here to help you, but it's best when you learn by doing, and CEOs take action. They don't wait there is no one above them to tell them what to do. They are the boss. They are the decision makers. So you have to assume that role, take ownership of your business, and then act accordingly. And I was actually reading the post from the CEO, and it said, because I am in the Million Club, and it said it. And the reason why I hit the Million Club was because I treated my business like $1 million business since day 1. I saw the potential. I saw that this could be a complete life shift for me. And so I showed up as such. If that's not what you want, then that's your decision as CEO. But when you want more for your life, you can't wait for other people to explain all the steps for you. You have to take action and figure it out as you go. And one thing with the CEO mentality that I wanted to really say, I've always said this, when people open up a business, a brick and mortar business, a restaurant, a store, whatever, you invest, let's say, I'm just throwing numbers, $50,000 to open the store. You're freaking out, right? Because that's $50,000. And if you don't show up, you can lose that money. So if you don't feel like it, or you have a stomach ache, or you have a headache, or you have your monthly friend, or your kids are sick, and you have a brick and mortar business, you better figure it out because you have to show up. But with this business, why is it that we devalue this business? Because we pay $15.95 a month. This business can provide so much more, and our investment is so small. So don't devalue it because the overhead cost is $15.95. This one is the one you should hit the ground running, because you could do it from your phone, you could do it with your kids, you could do it at the park, and the rewards are endless. So assume the role of CEO and keep moving your business forward. And that will bring the income, which was day 2. And understanding all the streams of income will come. You know, right now, a lot of you that you're starting out, retail is where you're going to be making the most money, because that's what you're doing right now. You're helping people get on their fitness journey, and that requires you to retail. And when I started, that's where I was making all the money. I like the retail side. I've always liked selling. Since I was a little girl, my sister and I have always liked selling stuff. So I enjoy the retail side. But as you retail, convert people to coaches, bring them into your team, you teach them, you duplicate, and they do the same as you're doing, you start to unlock the earning potential of cycle bonus. And we could share videos with you. I'm not going to go through that. That's something that you have to really chew on, and you got to massage, and you got to spend time, because I didn't get it at first either, but you start to understand it. And that's where the big money from Beachbody can be made. But that takes teamwork, and that takes work, and that takes bringing people in that see your vision. So the income opportunity is huge. You have to believe it. Like I believed it. When my adopted sponsor, because I am an orphan, I really don't have a coach. I never really had one. I was adopted by this guy named Jason Diebold, who was my upline adopted sponsor. He's a numbers guy like me. So everything that he taught me was numbers. And when he planted in my head what the earning potential was, and I told Susie this the other day, he said, and this was what, 9 years ago, I think. He said, I'm earning $15,000 a week. I almost fell out of my chair. I was like, what?
Come again?
Babe, close that. I'm like, what? Come again? That's how much you can make? And I was like, okay, well, that's what I want then. How do I make that happen? And it took time, but just know that you have that belief that it can be huge. As big as your mind can imagine, it can be that big and bigger. So you have to go for it. And then challenge groups, which is really the starting point of all of this, because I truly believe that when you help other people get what they want, you get what you want. God will start to bring opportunities into your life. You will be fulfilled because you're helping other people. That's kind of how I feel right now when doing these calls with you guys and doing this mentorship group with Susie. Like, we're pouring love into each other, and all these opportunities are starting to sprout because we are giving. And when you give, you get in other ways. So challenge groups are something you have to do, that you should participate in. Luckily, our team is very united. We have the Diesel Nation groups, which are great. Sorry, he's working out and making a ton of noise. I don't know if you can hear it. Okay. And you can put people in the Diesel Nation Facebook groups. We will have an MBF one coming up. That's where you can get people excited. And then you can join. Susie has a team one. I have a team one on bod groups. But you have to be in it. And guys, you have to jump into the community. You have to jump in. Like I heard on a call, Moira, I can't say her last name, but she's like a top coach. And she said that you should jump into the center of the bed, meaning jump into the team. You can't expect people just to jump out to you. No, jump into the team. And jumping in means being in a challenge group, participating in the team pages, and being building relationships with other people, customers and coaches, because that's how we're going to move forward. So that's what I got. Susie, do you want to add anything?
I think just you covered it all, but the only thing that I want to just piggyback on that is I, for one, joined like in a big way into the coaching thing because of community. I think I've said it before. And that's why I agree wholeheartedly with what Becky's saying right now about jumping into the team. Because I think for me, because I wanted like the community and a place to belong to and to grow those friendships, what happened was that those friendships literally started to inspire other women to also join, because they too wanted a place to belong. They too needed a community. They too wanted a positive, safe place where they could just kind of like feel loved. And that's a big part for many women. So jumping into the team is also building relationships with those around you, collaborating. And that is what's going to also give you that confidence to then go out and pour your light and your love to people that need it.
Amen.
And that's going to be an invitation alone, because they're going to see that that's your lifestyle. That's why I was, from the very beginning, I would always call people and I would be like, hey, you want to get together to work and let's have coffee or let's do a workout? Because that's the beauty, is that we are uniting. We are uniting people. We are connecting. And when people see that as a purpose-driven business, they're going to want to be a part of that too. Trust me. So when we tell you girls, hey, jump into the team, it's to just really engage. Never stop being a challenger. I, to this day in my groups, I post my meals, I post my shake, I post when I mess up, I post my workouts. Like, I try to do all the things, because you never want to stop doing that, because that is what gets other people to say, oh my gosh, if she could do it after so many years, I could too. And that's going to also give you the, practice to constantly, then show your leaders and your downline to do the same. That duplication mentality. So, go all in, engage, participate. I know that we're all busy. I know this is a side thing for many, but girls, like we talked about before, when it is important to you, you will make the time. You will prioritize. You will sacrifice TV for that, or you'll sacrifice maybe scrolling, mindlessly on social media to work your business, to make connections, to invite people. And invite is not just, hey, you want to join me? Invite is all the things. It's, commenting with other people and just inviting them to be a part of your life and you of them. So, it plays all a big role. And I love that we, all like tie in together into so many components of life that also equally, affect this business. I remember last round when Becky and I did the Futuristas round last month, she talked about that. She talked about how you could put in a piece of paper and say, what are all the things I love about Beachbody, and talk about them. Because there's different things that are going to touch a certain person that's going to get, it's not just the fitness. Like she always says, guys, it's not just the fitness. It's the business opportunity. It's the community. It's a place to belong to. It's the healthy nutrition that we're offering people. It's, friendships. It's all, so many aspects. The mindset, leveling up into a leader. I never thought I would be a leader, and I've developed skills that I was like, whoa, God is really working in me, and he wants me to, bless other people with strength, some strengths that he's given me and he's blessed me with. And the same goes for you girls. So it's being bold. Becky's always talking about it, not being fearful, because this is a gift, and not worrying about what other people think. Because at the end of the day, we know wholeheartedly that this is the biggest blessing. So when you believe in the products and you believe in the company and you believe in the mission, then, you're really then blessing other people with just saying, hey, I just, want to, see if this is something that, might bless your life the way it's blessed mine. That's basically what it is. So yep. I don't have much more to offer other than that, because like I said, Becky covered it all, but I would love to take this time now to talk about questions, maybe talk about struggles, concerns, or how to do things. This is the time now where we can literally hold your hand and say, okay, this is how, we recommend doing it. So unmute yourself and ask any questions that you have. Don't be afraid. This is the time. Go ahead, Kathy.
Oh, wait, Maggie.
Hold on. There we go. Okay. So a couple of things. I always have questions. I'm sorry, ladies.
No, don't be sorry. That's good.
Don't be sorry.
So I was at the meeting. Like you, Becky, my days are all over the place. I think it was Monday where we did the meeting for the new program that's coming out. And I think Christina put up a calendar that said, okay, on this day is like the sample workout, and on these dates is when, what is all of that? because I was so lost just trying to figure out, is it a VIP thing? Is it something that only elite coaches get? Because now I see people posting these little jump rope things that people are getting. And I'm like, how am I, how do I know, like, when should I start posting about this, about inviting people? And then how do I make those beautiful slides that you ladies have where they pop in on your IG stories and it says, join me. And then it has like fireworks and your name goes here. And I'm like, how do you do that? And I don't know. It was just, all of that is the only one question.
Okay. So we'll both tackle this one. I'm going to mute you and I'll answer your questions. Okay. So we have a group. I think it's open, right, Susie?
Yes.
Okay. So we have a team group, another Facebook group. You guys are going to be bombarded with groups. Okay. So it's going to be an MBF group, a launch group. So basically that's where, and my sister creates that with her assistant and her coach, Paulina. And basically all the information is in there. Right now, we are in the midst of getting ready for that program. That program is going VIP launch on the 7th of July. So we're, 10 days out, more or less. It's getting real close. So now is the time to start talking about it. The day that it is available on VIP access, that's when you can buy the VIP access to the program, meaning you can unlock it on teambeachbladder.com. You'll have it on BOD. That's for coaches only. So if you have people interested and they want it on the 7th, they have to sign up as a coach. No customer can buy it until the 27th, I believe.
Right.
Something like that. The little jump rope thing, the only people that have that are people who are in the test group. Nobody has that. And that's something you're gonna have to buy when you buy the VIP access, because they're gonna have an accessories bundle that will bring the bod rope. It's called a bod rope. The bod rope and whatever other stuff they're selling with the VIP access. Okay, so that's one thing. The calendar is in the group. So I'll have to find the link of that group and I'll share it in our Futuristas group so you guys can add yourself to it. There's gonna be units in there that you can go through. Basically, it's like a step-by-step. It'll have the launch plan, some social media ideas. It'll have some before and afters. It's informational for us so we can get ready. Okay, now the social media aspect of it, I have someone that makes those for our team. His name is Marco. It's Hunk Digital. They make all our images. He's amazing, but we have to buy those. I am not good at images, so I rather let him make it because I don't have time for that shit. I don't like it, and to me, it's a waste of time. So I just buy it from him. They give you the download, and they start, and then you share it. But the thing is, educate yourself on the program. You don't need to know every detail. Just know that it's new and it's different, and there's 2 phases, and it's gonna be 6 weeks, so that you can start talking about how excited you are about it. And then you can, if you want to invest in those things, I think they were like $7 or something. It's not expensive. I'll give you his email and you could get it from him if that's what you want. But what's more important is that you start talking about it and start sharing the before and afters in the Facebook group. I think it's called, what, Diesel Nation Gets?
No, it's Burn Crew. It's called the
Burn Crew. That's what it is. The Burn Crew.
I'm posting it right now.
Okay, it's the Burn Crew. In there, you could download, they're gonna put in the before and afters. I would download them and start sharing them. Like, say, oh my God, July 7th, we have this new program. You don't have to say all the details. Just say, it's gonna be so exciting. It's something new. It's gonna include a new piece of equipment. Great results have been shown from our group. And then you can start just sharing them on your stories. And then on the last one, put something like, would you be interested in joining me? And drop your email or DM me if you're interested for more details. And then you can start the one-on-one conversation. It doesn't have to be super professional, but you do have to show excitement. And it sounds like you're excited. So just go talk about it with excitement, show some before and afters, and then end it with a call to action. Like, okay, we're not starting the program on July 7th though. So this is something you have to think about. July 7th, only the workouts will be available, but you're not going to have the bod rope. So we're thinking, because of all these shipping delays, that it's going to take some time. So we don't want to shoot ourselves in the foot. And Melissa was very clear the other day not to buy some jump rope from Dick's or from a sporting goods store, because it's not the same. And people are going to do that, because I know how people are. It's been 10 years. I know what people do. They don't listen. We're not going to do that. We're going to be smart, and we're going to position it so that we start when we have that bod rope, so that we can all do it and get our customers excited to do it too. So let's check that group, the burn crew, for the exact date when we're forecasting that thing is going to arrive. I'm going to assume it's going to be 2 weeks, because everything's seems 2 weeks. Probably the 20th of July, I'm going to say. And did I answer all your questions? I think so. Okay. Susie, do you want to add anything?
The only thing I want to add is I did post a link to the challenge group right now in the Futuristas group. That is where you will add your customers if you don't want them to do a bod group. Because bod groups, I know right now, it has a lot of glitches. So like I myself, I'm not running a bod group. Right now I'm doing a Facebook group. So you have determined where you want to put your customers. If you want to host your own challenge group, you can. If you don't, and you want to do the group together with Christy and Becky and all that, that's the link. It's called the Burn Crew. And that's once you buy your program MBF, which will come out, like she said, on the 7th, you can buy it for VIP access. If you get customers that buy it that day who sign up as a coach, because that's the only way that they can get it. And let me add in there that it's a great recruiting tool. Because you could say, girlfriend, you need it you want it right now? Excellent. You can get it, but you need to sign up as a coach. And a lot of people are going to say, yes, I want it right now because I want the bod ropes to be shipped and all that. And they're going to say, yes, I want it. And you're going to sign up coaches. And that's going to really help your volume, growing your team, inspiring them to work the business too, because you're going to be so excited about the results you're going to get. And you could share all the transformations that, we've shared in the product launch. So you add them into the burn group, and then that's where, you're going to be, remember, always a challenger, cheering them on, being on top of them, so that, there's a lot of energy and they get the best results, in that group. So I just posted the link in case if you girls want to do, that, be a part of that, which is, again, jumping in the middle of the bed, jumping into the team.
Yeah. Very important, especially now. But don't wait to start talking about it. Don't wait till the 6th. Now,
right.
Remember, front end work. We need to do the front end work to get people excited, to get people ready. And don't forget to talk about, like, a lot of the coaches on our team that were in the test group have said that they were sore AF. So don't forget to talk about performance line. They're going to need energize. They're going to need recover. So, planting the seed of, you want the best results, you need all the supplements, all the things. You need all the things. Don't just buy the digital access. Like, then you're going to watch everybody drinking Energize, and you're going to, get it now as a bundle so that you save the money. So belief in the products, belief that they're going to need it, confident. You have to speak with confidence. No, this is the right package. Okay, this is what I believe is going to get you the best results. And just let if you speak with confidence, they're going to believe you. If you try to shy away from being bold, then they're going to find a way to object. And let them make the decision. But the ones who are ready to invest in themselves are going to jump and make the right call. So you just have to be confident in the way that you choose your words.
And the other thing too is, I want you to also remember that if you get your customers to constantly be using the products and they fall in love with the products, the beauty is you're always going to have volume, which is great for you, because that's how you're going to have a steady income. And once they start seeing, the love of the products in you, they too are going to start saying, wow, they're going to start seeing it themselves. They're going to feel it. And what's great about that is that if they always stay on product, then, I think it's almost like if you build a steady residual income with your team plus the products, it's important to always tie your customer to the products, is what I'm trying to say. The other thing I wanted to also say is that in that burn crew group, I saw that they're going to put a prep calendar. So you could already start building momentum that even though we don't have the bod ropes yet, we could already start saying, oh my gosh, I'm doing the prep calendar. You know, I'm already getting ready for when, you know, I start, you know, the official day once I get my bod ropes or whatever it is that you know, however you're going to approach that, just know that there is a prep calendar in that group that you could already start, you know, just building that energy.
Absolutely. That's important because a lot of people don't know Megan, and she's fantastic.
Fantastic.
So, you know, like Clean Week, I think is what they were, Melissa had told us that they wanted to really push was Clean Week. People need to become familiar with her. And yes, that's what we've done historically is before the launch of a program is start with a prep calendar that gets our challengers and also our coaches familiar with the trainer, you know, and with a similar type workout. So I think this is a great time to jump in, to be proactive. Remember, you're the CEO, be proactive, start talking about this program and how excited you are. Remember, it's not about the details of the program. It's about your excitement and what you see coming and how you think you want to change and what, you know, how you want to make progress. It's all about you. It's you. You're the face of your business. Okay.
So what I'm also doing right now, just FYI, is I'm also posting the link, Kathy, especially that you're asking about the pictures and all that. I'm going to post in the group the product launch Google link, because if somebody were to say that they're interested in the program and, you know, you want to get a little bit deeper into what it is, this link is going to tell you all about it. And you could also send transformation pictures of the people that were in the test group. That way you could, like, with energy, be like, oh my gosh, look at all these people, and send like 2 or 3, whatever transformations, or 5, whatever you want, and say, look, these are the results that these people got from this program.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's proof that they got the results, and that's what people want. People buy into your lifestyle and the why, but they also want results. I mean, let's face it. If they join Beachbody and buy the products, it's because they're looking for results in some way. So I'm going to post the link right now so that you have access to all the things. I don't want you to get overwhelmed, but you definitely need to have this link as a resource to then, you know, share the pictures and all the information. So I'm going to post it in right now.
Awesome. Thank you, Susie.
Yes.
Any other questions? I do have something that I wanted to talk about Success Club. Does anybody else have questions about anything else at the moment?
Sandra, are you okay? Do you have any questions? Sin pena, like, unmute yourself and ask now. Unmute.
Hold on.
You're muted. Do you have any questions?
Hold on. Why can I unmute her? Oh, sorry, my bad. She unmuted, I muted her back. Oh my gosh, why isn't it changing? Hold on.
Okay.
There, got it. Okay.
I'm kind of like still trying to learn the ropes a little bit at a time. I have been talking to a lot of people. I have made a lot of connections. One of the things that I find is that people will tell you they want to do this, they want to do that. And I get everything together for them. And then I'm like waiting for them. And I'm like, okay, did you get the email? Okay, did you get this? Did I send you the right thing? And they're just like, oh yeah, but what? So like, that's a little bit frustrating for me because they tell you that they want this and then they don't get it. So then that's kind of like what I'm dealing with right now.
So Sandra, one of the things I get it. I totally get it because it happens to me too. So one of the things that I have found that have helped me just try to get them to close is when I follow up, because the follow-up, the fortune is in the follow-up, okay?
Of
so
course,
you
of course.
definitely do have to follow up. But what I have found that has helped me is that I go back to them and I just send them a voice message, because remember that there's a lot of power in your voice instead of just a text that they could just read and ignore you. So I follow up with a voice message and I'll say, hey, I just wanted to follow up with you because I'm so excited to get you started. Want to make sure that we could finalize your share card, order today because I am closing my group and I'm still trying to save your spot. Can we go ahead and try to just, I'll say like, can we go ahead and try to finalize? Because the minute you do, girlfriend, I am so excited that I'm going to send you my new Challenger guide.
Right, okay.
And that way they know that they're going to get something from me as soon as they purchase. And what I did was I created a guide that basically just gets them started with make sure you take your pictures, your measurements, this is how the containers work, which I can share with you. But even if you wanted to say, for example, there's other times where I say, I'm dying for you to close out your order because you're going to get your starter kit on the way. And girlfriend, I have a free gift for you. And I'll send them a PDF with recipes, or I'll send them a list with my top favorite books, for mindset. Or I'll send them like my playlist and I'll be like, girlfriend, save this playlist because the minute that you get your starter kit, you're going to be working out and this, playlist is going to get you rocking. Like, it's all about energy. It's all about, hey, I'm going to give you this. If you join, I can't wait to recognize you and welcome you to my group. It's all that. Unfortunately, it takes all that. But then once you have them, remember, they're going to be a customer for life because they're going to fall in love with your light, your love, your hope, the support, the encouragement that we give, because that's who we are. Mm-hmm. So just think of like how to get creative. Sometimes I'll even throw, the containers. If I see it doesn't come back, the containers cost us $7. So I'll be like, oh my God, I can't wait for you to finalize your order. As soon as you do, girlfriend, I'm going to order the containers and I'm going to send them to you as a little gift from me as a thank you. They get all excited. Sometimes I'll send them a little Nike headband, whatever. Get us creative. And it doesn't have to be about money. That's what I do want to show you. It could just be a PDF with the playlist, the recipes, a list with your top favorite books. Sometimes I even do like a little coupon and I'll be like, here, $5 on your next purchase for Energizer. It's about that excitement. That's really what it is. That's what I do to follow up, and I get them on the phone if I have to, because I want them to close it out. I just say, hey, do you have 2 minutes, girlfriend? I'm saving your spot. I'm going to close out my group. I'm so excited. I want to just talk to you for 2 minutes to walk you through.
Perfect.
Cool?
Okay. Yeah, got it.
Awesome.
Hi, Sylvia.
Hi, Sylvia. Okay, Becky, so you wanted to share something about Success Club, or do you want to still open up for questions?
Yeah, just really quick. Susie and I have been talking about this, and I noticed it with a couple of my coaches that you guys you read the Success Club requirements, you understand it's 5 and 10. You have to help 3 people or 5 people in order to hit Success Club. But what's missing is the 90 PV requirement. And I've seen it, I noticed it at the end of last month when I ran the report for the whole team. There was someone, I had like, I don't remember, 33. I was like up there, and the girl that was tied with me was not qualified for Success Club. And I'm like, oh, it wasn't one of my people, but I was like, oh my God, this girl had 33 successful points and she's not qualified. And then I started going down the list and I saw at least 10 other coaches that had a lot of numbers and were not qualified. So that makes me realize that people are not understanding that 90 PV on auto ship every single month is a requirement for Success Club. And that's really important to understand. So I had 2 that I noticed of mine. Last month, I noticed one of my coaches. Yesterday, I noticed 2 of mine, and I had them fix it. That's so important. Your account, if you have a husband that you sign up your husband or your spouse or partner or whatever, your parent, and you're paying for you're running products through their account, do not run your Shakeology through their account. The Shakeology stays on your side. That way you don't have to worry. I have never, ever, ever switched my Shakeology from my account. I have a 1 Shakeology order for the last 10 years. The other stuff, the Energize, the collagen, the beach bars, the whatever else that you buy, you order through the controlled account. That way, at the end of the day, you don't have to worry that you're not going to qualify for Success Club. So like Kathy, I know she signed up her husband, and I told her to make some changes, flop some stuff around for next month so that Shakeology is on her account, the other stuff, just to keep, remember, you just need 50 PV to keep your spouse active. So Energize and Collagen will keep that account active. Okay, so the 90 PV requirement is so important. But the other thing is you have to learn how to read the Coach Online Office because it's there. If you go on the home screen, on the left-hand side, it says earnings, Success Club, Road to Elite, volume, something else. If you go to Success Club, you click on it, another screen opens, and it tells you the breakdown of your points, and it tells you qualified or not qualified. If it says not qualified, then there's a problem. So read your screens, spend time in the Coach Online Office, navigating, learning, digesting, so that you understand where everything is. But I just wanted to clarify that, because I know it can be disappointing for you to work so hard all month to hit Success Club, and then because you messed up and put your thing on hold, or you transferred the account and then you get no leads, you lose that month of your streak. It sucks. So I wanted to put it out there. Again, I had to keep reiterating that. 90 PV on home direct through your account.
And I'm going to add to that, Becky, it doesn't have to be only your spouse, because some people are like, well, I'm single, or,
Yeah,
you know, I'm divorced, or whatever. So that word, we just kind of tend to use it, but I want you to think outside the box. Like, it could be your mom. It could be, you know, a sibling. It could be your bestie. It could be a child, you know, that is over obviously 18. Because if you're drinking Shakeology on your account, and I know that this has to do with Emeralds, and I'm sure that you girls know about it already, but I'm going to reiterate it because as a new coach, sometimes things could be confusing or not clear, and it could be a lot of information in the beginning. I get it. So I want you to think, okay, if I'm going to drink Shakeology every month on my account, it would be so smart to sign up my mom, my best friend, my cousin, my son or daughter that's 18, someone where you sign them up as a coach, which is already going to get you, you know, an investment in your business, because you're going to be able to build that account as well to double your income. So you're going to grow that much faster and run your Energize, your beach bars, your collagen, your recover through there. You could buy workout clothes from Beachbody. There's, you know, accessories like bands and things like that that break and you just need them. If you want to invest in little things to give out to your customers, sometimes our shaker bottles, you know, they start getting old, the water bottles, all that, run it through that account, because like Becky said, you only need 50 PV. But you're going to get your first win right away by signing up a coach. And it should be someone close to you, because then that's a controlled account. That's like a real estate investment property, right? Like, if I'm making sense.
Yeah.
So that should be done in the first 30 days of your business. In the first 30 days of your business. Like, before you hit 30 days, you should already have that account there, because it's just an additional like investment that you're going to make that's going to, in the long run and the long term, give you back so much more. And think of just this month. Let's say you're like, okay, I'm kind of tight. Don't do that Target run. Don't do that Starbucks run. Don't get that extra bikini. Don't go to Old Navy and buy things that you know is just material temporary crap, because that's what we tend to do. I mean, I don't want to criticize anybody, but it is. I go to Target and I spend $300 and I'm like, what in the world did I just do? I cut that out. I literally cut that out. So I want you, you know, the first 30 days to just think, let me invest in my business and do it the smart way. Because girls, I'm telling you, if you run those products through that account, it's going to be great, because the minute you sign up that one other coach, boom, you automatically get your free leads. It's so smart to get that extra income in there that I know we all deserve, you know, and that we want. We're in it to be profitable. Yes, to help people, but we also want to be profitable, right?
Yep. Amen.
Okay.
I want to show you guys the really quick. I'm going to share my screen. This is my husband's account. And he had another big one today. It was almost $800.
Yes.
So, and this is because I've been building his weak leg. And that's something that you'll learn down the line. That's like advanced placement. But he's at the top of my organization. I have my sister on the right, my husband on the left. Very top
Yeah,
spot.
I don't see his screen.
You don't?
I see a lot of your files.
Really?
Yeah, I see crew training, CR, daily 4S, direct deposit, ADM. That's what I see.
You don't see this? Hold on. No?
I see SC Qual, Sagi Khalid.
Wait, hold on. Let me try again. I don't know what happened. There?
Yep, there we go. Girls, look at this. Pay attention.
And yes, for a long time, I did not build his account. I didn't. I just was working on other things. But, you know, I've been focusing in the last year in putting, signing up coaches in his downline, so on his weak leg. And since he's at the top spot on the left side of my left leg, now, because you guys are kicking butt, it's starting to make him more money. So his account, you could see that his retail is nothing, because maybe I should be selling stuff through his account, but I'm not. I'm not. I just order stuff as I need to keep him active. But look at the cycle bonus. I mean, we're getting close to my goal, which I've been wanting to see $1,000 a week there forever. It's getting close. And that's, you know, that's just because he's at the top and I'm building his inside leg. So this is potential. Like she said, just like when you buy a property, you're not going to see rewards right away. You're not going to see the money right away. You hold on to it, and with time it matures and it you know, appreciates. That's the same here. So you hold on to it, you just keep it active, and little by little, when you get to diamond and you start rocking and rolling, and now you want to advance to 1-star, you start building that account. And it's yours. It's real estate that's yours. So that's
and it's another paycheck too. And girls, I don't know if you saw, but dude, $800 a week. I mean, that is huge. What can $800 a week do for you and your family? Multiply that by 4. Let's not even go that high. Let's go to 250.
250.
You know what I mean? Like even 250. What does that do for you? Even 100. That's an additional $100. You know, I'm sorry, an additional $400 a month on a second account.
Yeah.
It would be so smart of you, because imagine that's gonna grow. So it's not only your paycheck, but it's that other paycheck. So you're making your money. Plus, imagine if you just make $100 on that account. That's an additional $400 a month. Guys, that's a car payment.
Car payment.
That's what I want you to see, that the potential is there.
Yeah.
So you need to just believe, you know, that you can do this, and everything that you need to be a coach is right in here. It's inside of you.
It is.
But it's about just, you know, sharing that belief and continuing, not stopping, not throwing in the towel because it gets hard. And just because there's days that we don't want to say, no, not today. No, it's building. We're all right now in a season of building our businesses. I'm running alongside you. So, you know, I mean, Becky is still working, and she's, you know, showing up for us as well, even after 10 years. But, you know that I'm still in the trenches with you every single day. So let's just keep pushing each other, because listen, you girls inspire us just the same.
Yeah.
Just the same. Like when Becky and I see all the things you do, we're all like, we're both celebrating.
Like big time. You guys don't even know.
You know, like, trust me, we're rooting for you on the behind the scenes. Like, we are your biggest cheerleaders.
Yeah.
So I want you to just believe that everything that you have is inside of you. It's just serving people that need this just as much as we do.
Yeah. I love what you just said, that it's within you. It is, because and I'm very open that the last few years I had lost a little bit of my game and my confidence and also my belief, but this year has completely everything shifted. And when the belief is there and the purpose is there and the heart is there and you have faith and you have the courage to just own who you are and what you believe, and that you know that this business is amazing and you don't care and you're just going to go talk about it. That's what I've been doing. doing it my way. And I'm giving you the permission right now to coach your way. Coach your way, because there is no one way. Everybody does it different. Some people like creative images. I don't. I like to talk. Some people, you know, I'm very heavy into fitness, but I kind of parlay that into other things. You don't have to be me. You don't have to look like me. You don't have to speak like Susie. You have to speak like you, because you're going to find your tribe. So I'm giving you the permission, coach your way, but be bold in what you're talking about and keep showing up consistently. Because that's when you start to build that momentum, people will trust you and want to have a piece of whatever it is that you're serving up. Because now I'm getting messages like before, I'm like, dude, what the hell? Like nobody, there's like nothing. And it was because I was holding myself back. I was holding myself back. And now that I've allowed myself to just go, people are seeing my true colors. And so you've watched the whole evolution yourselves, because it's still happening.
I love it. I love it. I love that Becky's giving you permission. Absolutely. Just stay in your lane. Do you. Coach your way. But go out there and coach. Don't half coach like she taught me.
Yeah, don't half coach.
Give them all the things. All the things.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sandy had to leave. That's fine. So girls, we have just a few more minutes left. Is there any other questions, any other concerns? Sylvia, I know you jumped on a little bit, you know, after, so I don't know. I want you to leave this call knowing that we're here for you. Is there anything you want us to help you with or go over with? Any questions?
I just have to rewatch it, whatever you guys talk about. I have to catch up. I've been sick, so I've just kind of been laying low, and I haven't been watching like the videos, so I have to apologize. But no questions. I just have to push, have to keep on going, and just motivate myself, you know, to keep on going and just not to give up. You know, and that's the hardest thing is with this, when you don't see that people are reaching out or reacting to you, it's kind of like, you know, like I'm giving all of this energy to you and nothing back, because I'm a giver. I'm somebody that gives, gives, and I don't expect anything back, but it's like, man, you know, it's like I'm spending 2 hours talking to you, you know. Can you guys hear the toy, or is that okay?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's fine.
You know, giving all this energy, and then, oh, you know what? I just not going to. But I made a list, and I'm trying to get really organized. I made a list of people that I've spoken to, so that in like maybe a month, go back and follow up.
Yes, you have to do that.
But I mean, I just
the alphabet.
my ADD is like squirrel.
Yeah.
So I just have to get organized, you know, and just keep motivating myself and not give up.
Yeah, you have to focus on what you want and not, look, this quote just popped into my head. I'm a giver too. And I know when I was about a year and a half ago, I was in that same headspace that you are now. I was like, I don't understand. My likes are going down. Nobody gives a shit. I'm like transparent. And my husband would tell me, Becky, who cares? Just keep doing what you're doing. And then I remember seeing a post, which I haven't found it again. So I'm just going to spit it out in my way. It said, Jesus had 12 followers. Hitler had like 9 million. And
yes. What? Wow. That's true.
Like, your message is your message. Just keep doing you. Keep being consistent. When people see you consistent, then believe me, there's people, I keep getting messages. I've been following you for 4 years. I've been following you for 3 years. They've never talked to me until now. I just signed a coach this week that told me I've been following you for 3 years and now I'm ready. I've never talked to her in my life, but she's been following me for 3 years.
Wow.
So yeah, that's why you have to keep sharing and forget about the likes and forget about the views. You know, as you watch, the stories are important. Watch who is watching and maybe send them hello messages, not to just to try to get some conversations back. Most will ghost you. They ghost me too. Who cares? The ones that want to, you know, talk to you will. And the more you keep doing that, you'll start to, like, you know, lift up the dust and people will start to come out of the woodworks. But you can't worry about that. You can't worry, like give because it's part of the job. And, you know, it is frustrating sometimes, but I always remind myself I'm doing something that serves my purpose. I'm filling other people's cups. I want to inspire them. When they're ready, they'll be ready. And I'm just going to keep doing it, you know, because I feel like it's the right thing to do. And I'm not going to worry about whether I have 50 likes or 100 likes or whatever it is. Some people get more. I don't get that many. And that's fine. I'm still doing great.
Yeah, you are.
Thank you.
You are. And you know what? I've been consistent for over 50 months. And there's times where I get maybe 5 likes. So you cannot go by the likes because people are watching. And I'm still consistently reaching my business goals. Yeah. So if you say, well, no, but I only got 5 likes, how is it possible? But yet I'm still being consistent. So people are watching, they're reaching out, they're just not liking, and that's okay. They may not want to show the world that they relate to that post because maybe they're struggling too. Yeah. When I talk about anxiety and binge eating, they might be like, oops, let me not like it because people might see that. Don't get caught up with that. Sylvia, I am going to give you 2 things that are on my heart to share with you now. Number 1, when you're low on motivation, what I do that might help you is I go to a training call. So for example, you could go into the Diesel Nation team page and there's a bunch of calls there. And if not, go to the Beachbody Champion. I have found that the minute that I listen to a training call, my mindset changes because you'll learn something from that training call that you'll be like, oh, I'm going to try that today. And so that changes, it shifts the mood. So you're like, oh my gosh, and you stay creative and excited with what you learned from the training call. So that's number 1. I start off my days a lot of times, I listen to like a sermon like Becky regarding my faith. But if like you're not into faith or that's not your thing, or maybe listen to personal development thing, because that's going to spark that in you, like whatever is going, you know, inside of you, that fire inside of you. If the personal development sometimes doesn't cut it, because that could happen too, go to a training page, because I'm a training video, because I'm telling you, I listened to one just early this morning, and it was all about elite, and I'm shooting for elite, and I was like, oh my gosh, I was on fire this morning because of that. So do that. That's number 1. The second thing I want you to do is think of other aspects that Sylvia likes. So let's say, I'm just throwing out there, let's say you're a runner. If you find that you're not getting a lot of engagement or a lot of people are not like, oh, I don't know, start getting a little bit creative on your stories in the sense that don't talk nothing about Beachbody and be like, hey, I'm, you know, running this week and I'm looking for shoes. Can you recommend me some shoes? Drop like the little, you know what I mean? Because what's going to happen is you're going to get engagement for like from people that you can talk about and open the conversation about something other than Beachbody. Yeah. They're going to feel connected or related to you, and you're giving them the space to pour into you. Yeah. Like you have a baby. That's a great way to get engagement. Yes. My gosh. So many things. Oh my gosh, this is happening. Like, I don't know, make something up. But like with a baby, oh my God, people or a dog, they're like,
actually,
all the advice in the world.
I've been doing, like last time I said about the hashtags. And so I've had a couple girls with postpartum, you know, journeys, and I've been pretty open about my postpartum depression. And they're like, oh my God, we haven't seen Isaac in like 2 days. What's going on? You see, he's like, he'll be like your second star, your co-star on your stories. I'm using him.
So yeah, just get creative on your stories. Look for engagement. A lot of people like the polls, you know, if you're a mom of a baby, you know, do you feed them, you know, through bottle or breastfeeding? What are your recommendations for bottles? Or what's your recommendation for formula? Or I'm having an issue with this diaper. What brands do you recommend? Like, get that engagement, because that's going to open up conversations so that when you do your call to action, they already feel like, man, I talk to her all the time about her baby. Like, I'm ready. Like, I trust her. I like her. That's how you build.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to show other parts of your life. Yeah. You have to.
I have to.
And that way it doesn't make you feel like if you're draining yourself, giving 2 hours of talking to them all about Beachbody, and then you don't feel like, my gosh, I didn't get anything back. Give in other ways, and trust me, you're going to see that people are going to be like, oh my gosh, Sylvia, yes, why don't you try this or why don't you try that, you know? Mm-hmm. I hope that helps you.
Thank you. Yes.
Awesome. All right, girls. So we've been at this for an hour. Any last minute questions? And now we'll close because I know you girls have lots of things to do and we're busy. We want to work. So
I'm starving, actually.
I don't have a question, but I just wanted to tell you, Becky, I saw your story this morning with your devotional, and I went ahead and I purchased that devotional book from Amazon.
Yeah.
So hopefully
Susie
that will
bought it
help
for
me.
me.
Yeah, because yesterday, I was really landing like in a good mental place, and I was like, I gotta switch things up. And you told me to go do personal development, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I gotta start my morning a little bit different because I'm letting other people get to me and set up the tone for my day. So I was like, when I saw the book this morning, I was like, oh, that can be
It's a
great
good
way
one
to
because you
center.
get to write, and and it's all about focusing on being positive. Like in the morning when I wake up, I try to be alone for a little while. In the Keys, it was very hard, but here that I'm back home, I I come out first, and then I listen to Stephen Furtick. I always go to YouTube first, and because he has those short clips, so I listen to that, and then I do the journal, which I wasn't doing in the Keys, I will admit, because I was completely off. But I started back today. And I'll listen to that book, The Purpose-Driven Life by Pastor Rick Warren. I can give you guys my password to Audible. I have a bunch of books there. I don't care. You guys can listen to them.
Thank you, Becky.
And those three things usually will do it. And then I do walk with Roscoe, and I'll listen to more. But it's just, you have to allow time for yourself. And I've learned this through time, like, you can't just fill everybody's cup and you're like running on empty. You have to at least give yourself 20 minutes.
Yeah.
At least 20 minutes. Just read something. Look, and I was going to tell you, Sylvia, on YouTube, even if you don't want to listen to faith stuff, there's a million short videos. If you go to motivation and inspiration, those videos start popping up, like Les Brown and Eric Thomas, John Maxwell. They're all like Tony Robbins. They come up every day, and they're like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Those things, they fire you up. They fire you up. So that's something to start with. And I'm going to share with you also my favorite one ever. It's a combination of Les Brown and what's the TD Jakes and all my favorites all in one. That thing, my kids and I have it memorized word for word. That's how much we listen to it every day. But I'll share it with you guys, and it's just, start your day off right. Invest in yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. And Sylvia, since I know that you have, a little one, you could just put in your earphones. I mean, while you're like chasing your baby, you could still at least be, listening to that so that you get into a very positive state. You know what I mean? While you're like doing a lot of things.
When I'm walking him in the evenings, I do use my AirPods.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And a lot of times actually on my TV, like I don't watch a lot of TV, but I do like listen to like motivation stuff.
Good.
Just throughout the day. And
that's good.
Even like when the teenagers are here, like for all of us to get motivated, start them early with all that.
You should definitely talk about when I walk Roscoe, I post it every day. That's my time. Share that. And when I'm listening to stuff when I'm walking, since I'm out in nature and I'm alone, that's a lot of times when I get things that I want to say, and I just do it right then and there. Like, right then, before it escapes my mind.
Yeah.
No, thank you. Thank you.
All right.
I will definitely do that. And Becky, by the way, I tested positive.
For COVID?
For COVID?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Oh my God.
Mamita, be safe.
Oh
and you and the baby and the family, stay safe.